Now on a Sunday afternoon in Northern California, MLB Network has baseball from the Oakland. So stepping in, Andrew Stevenson, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High pop-up. Bubba is there for it. 1 out. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels. Set to get his day started, Billy Bubba, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. Stevenson is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out. Ready for another chance. Billy Bubba 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty.
And they swiped the tag on him, and the inning is over. Ready now for L.A., Brady Goddard. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
Lots of baseball. This one is we're still early on, but you don't want to fall behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Moya, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting it off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
And that's through for a base hit, make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy
digging in to try it again. Billy Bubba. First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout is under this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Another good inning for the. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Moya. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Here now the 2-2. Now attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. Striding in once again, Brady Goddard.
Number 33, Brady Goddard.
3-2 pitch. The throw from his knees on to first, and they get the double play. Ready once again, Billy Bubba. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. This one comes to a close today at an 8-6 final. Oakland get the win despite.
A manager confronts his club about an unacceptable team statistic.
Afternoon baseball set to come your way on a fine afternoon on the south side of Chicago. Today we striding in for Oakland, Billy Bubba. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Lifted down the line in left. Perkins is in pursuit. And that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Billy Bubba. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. No runs, just one hit. 2 errors for the Athletics so far. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Giving chase is Fowler. He can't get to it. This one's down. Next up for the A's, Kenny Vargas. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's set. Here's the 3-0. Fastball too high. Ball 4.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
Boy, a big game yesterday for them.
Standing in, Billy Bubba. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First offering on its way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And that one just missed outside.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Outside, 3-0 now.
3 balls, no
Kenny
strikes.
Vargas will be next. 3-0 pitch. Is looked at for the first strike. The 3-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Taveras takes it in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. In now, Billy Bubba. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit to short. Reined in. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of...
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they...
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the...
A coach draws a player's attention to a recent trend in his numbers. A manager checks in with his ball club.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight it's the first of 4. Striding into the box, Billy Bubba comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. And the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, it's not too surprising to see him go.
So next to the plate for Texas, Marcell Ozuna. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Play ball to second. 4. He's got it to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Billy Bubba. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, man, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. He'll get it into second. And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Now the A's designated hitter, Kenny Vargas. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the Billy Bubba will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. To his left, Latham. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So digging in now, Billy Bubba, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Billy Bubba.
Here's the first pitch to him. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
The 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Now the 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Ready for another shot now. Billy Bubba. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Billy Bubba.
First offering on its way. Back up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game. So the top of the 9th keeps it rolling as he comes through with 2 away.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? 3rd knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Kenny Vargas.
Two. He's running, and it's belted high and deep into right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Just some more of the same for him. Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road to win the first game of a series.
A familiar scene. Yet again, this player is sent packing. This player has again been traded from one major. He's not happy about it. In this game, change can come swiftly and unannounced. The player is embracing the change that the sudden trade has imposed on him. Those who have become the players of legend have tended to be the ones who delivered in the clutch time and time again. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar. Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team, and their manager lets them know it. An all-star player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season.
We're set for Sunday afternoon. Stride. In for the Indians, Billy Bubba. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Sent on the ground out to second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Indians strand a couple. Still no score. Rafael Devers the next to bat, and as the season nears an end, he currently leads the league in runs batted in. Smoke toward third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Billy Bubba. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. And with 2 out, the inning will stay alive for Greg Bird.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get in as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, so be it.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Billy Bubba. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. From the stretch. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Lindor, the runner at second with one away. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Digging in once again, Greg Bird. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. 3-2 pitch. Runner goes for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs. Striding in for Boston, Blake Swihart. 0 for 2 for him to this point. His line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Sharply on the ground. Right to him. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up. So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Billy Bubba. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Wow. Nothing.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit.
A player is called to question by his manager on his recent base running performance. The player's been caught stealing an inordinate amount of times recently. Essentially, a red light is being issued here. Red means stop. Also, do not go. A check-in call from a representative. The player is offered advice on contract matters. Spring training has come again, and major leaguers begin the process of readying themselves for the challenges of another long season.
Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national pastime from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between Carlos Rodon, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a real game.
Back up the middle, and that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Billy Bubba, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Frazier has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1. Here's Nolan Arenado looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at bat.
Nolan Arenado.
Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Billy Bubba comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Brandano racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hard back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down.
Digging in and looking for more, Scooter Gennett, and he had that big 3-run bases clearing double in his last trip to the plate. Back up the middle, scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Billy Bubba. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Smoke toward the hole, and that is through into right field for a single. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning. Giancarlo Stanton now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. The 0-1 pitch. There he goes. Strike taken, the throw. But no throw, as he'll just stare him back. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point. So striding forward now, Billy Bubba, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First offering on its way. Hard hit to first. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 9-2 contest. Ready for another chance? Giancarlo Stanton. He was a double play victim last time around. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest.
A coach offers guidance to a developing player.
From 100. Leading off the inning, Billy Bubba, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
The count now at 2-2. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the digging in to try it again, Billy Bubba.
Billy Bubba.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
1-1 the count now. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Field it cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Billy Bubba. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right side. Guerrero is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Ready for another shot now, Billy Bubba. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
1-0 pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. The 2-1 is a fastball down below the knees.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Popped him up. Crowley in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Belted high in the air out to left. Smith going back on it. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Back in the Big Apple now. Digging in and looking for more, Johnny Crowley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. The 0-1 delivery. Ball right side. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. Seattle jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave. Tuesday night baseball. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Billy Bubba, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today. And
the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double. Digging in now for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Scorched to third. Boobie loves it. And that's the first out. Next for New York, James Chin. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having success at the plate over the last. On 1-1. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he's called out on a close play at third.
I noticed he had a big.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Billy Bubba, 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Guerrero has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. He went down on strikes last time up. The 0-2 pitch. A bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll be thrown out at first, so that didn't. Digging in once again, Billy Bubba, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's set and the pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And a relay to the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
The 1-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Now at the plate, James Chin.
James Chin.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Yancey backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Digging in now, Tyler Wade. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. The 1-2. Skied into very shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that in.
Leading off for Seattle, center fielder Anthony Alford.
One's down to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Ready once again, Billy Bubba. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Sends that one out to play for strike 1. Bouncer up the middle. To his right, Yancey on to first. And a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout, as that's a big. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance. Kept the opposition at bay. And
This manager is looking to get more production out of his hitters. A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game. A manager draws attention to a telling defensive stat. A player's agent calls to touch base. A coach draws a player's attention to a recent trend in his numbers. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game. This manager appeals to his hitters to be more discerning at the plate. A player receives input from a coach. Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team, and their manager lets them know it.
From the old. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Billy Bubba. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Popped him up. DeBro calls for it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Working for the punch out, and the offer grounded back up the middle. He's got it. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Billy Bubba. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel.
Now a throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And impacting pitch on its way. Pitch is high. The throw not in time as he steals second. Bubba at second with 2 down. In the air to straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And next up for the Red Sox, Jamal Wiggins. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
All to second, this could be 2. Scooped up, 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Out towards second. And that's the second out. So striding forward now, Billy Bubba. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to
swing, and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Tapper up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. Now the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Little dribbler back at him. On to first, and a big out to start the 7th, 1 gone. So here's the cleanup hitter, Billy Bubba. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this one gets away.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
The 1-2. In the dirt here. And over to third now is the runner. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jonathan Mosley. He's 1 for 4 for the game. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pulled toward right center field. Bubba is calling for it. 2 down. 7-1 the final today. The Boston Red Sox led this game from
Total mastery of a skill requires continual refinement. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season. An early winter check-in. An all-star player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A manager gooses his team about a lackluster area of performance. Elite players become so by continuing to look for ways to refine and improve their skill sets. A manager draws attention to a telling defensive stat. A player's agent calls to touch base. The player expresses interest in going elsewhere. Elite players become so by continuing to look for ways to refine and improve their skill sets. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives an update from his representative. A coach hopes to help his player get more out of his plate appearances. A manager checks in with his ball club. The player is confronted with a less than stellar stat. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar. With the season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players. A coach offers guidance to a developing player. His team within striking distance late in the season, this manager tries to light a fire in his locker room. With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand. A manager addresses his team before a pivotal series.
And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll come on with the runner at first, and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 13, second baseman, Billy Bubba.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. The 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1 pitch. Drilled to the right side. And that's through for a hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that pass.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player.
A check-in call from a representative. A grievance previously issued is readdressed. With the arrival of another spring, teams gather to gear up for a brand new season.
In now is the Yankees DH, Billy Bubba. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Quintana stands at first with 1 out. A 1 pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Lindor ranging up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop. Digging in for his second at-bat, Billy Bubba. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Bubba is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. 2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. Is in there for strike one. The 2-1 home. Is a ball down and away.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4. Ready for another chance? Brian Anderson. He got called out on strikes his last time. The tag, and he is out. Leading off the inning, Billy Bubba, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Billy Bubba.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or two after this one.
A ball and a strike now. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
3-1 to him now. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Riding in once again, Brian Anderson. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. And he'll dive back in. Bubba aboard here at first with nobody out. And another throw over. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and he is cooked at first. Ready for another shot now. Billy Bubba, 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Castellanos is there. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not. Ready once again, Billy Bubba. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Throw in time, and the ball game is over. A one-run finish today, 5-4, the final score. The Cleveland Indians came through when it mattered in the afternoon base. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Billy Bubba, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
3-0 to him now. Here it is, the 3-0. Ball 4. Next for New York, Brian Anderson.
First baseman, Brian Anderson.
The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the... In now is the Yankees DH, Billy Bubba. He drew a walk his first time up. This one is launched. Look at this. And this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Billy Bubba.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches. This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Drilled on the ground is short. To his right, Lindor. And there are 2 away now. Billy Bubba will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Ball 1.
This is where I think you find out a lot about a pitcher's moxie. No one warming up in the pen. He's in trouble right now. He knows it. Can he right the ship and stay composed?
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch takes a knee-high fastball.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Another full count pitch on its way. A little bouncer. That veers foul, so they'll do it again on 3-2. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And that's low, ball 4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Anderson. He singled his last time up. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could. Digging in to try it again, Billy Bubba. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. He'll throw home with it, and he is out at the plate. Taking a chance, trying to end the ball game, but instead, there are now 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Digging in once again. A 2-out hit and win it. Fastball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. The 3-0. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. So a big moment in the ball game here. Marco Castro, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Now the 1 and comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Billy Bubba.
Designated hitter, Billy Bubba.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. Solo shot to right center, and with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game. Afternoon baseball. So here's the cleanup hitter, Billy Bubba, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
And he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-1 home. This is grounded foul. Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back. Stevenson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Brian Anderson would be next if they can keep this inning alive. High and deep to right center. Castellanos sprinting after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Digging in now for the Yankees, Billy Bubba. He flew out in his last at-bat. This is line to left. Naquin is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Billy Bubba.
Designated hitter, Billy Bubba.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Baseman, Ryan Anderson.
The 3-1. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get down out there. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's a 6-1 game.
Boy, Dero, you have to be licking your chops sitting in a 3-1 count. You get a fastball, he gets it and doesn't miss it.
Yeah, Dan, that's what you strive for. Find count leverage.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Striding forward now is the DH, Billy Bubba, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings. This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch. 7-1 the final today. The Cleveland Indians jumped out to an early.
An all-star is approached with an unexpected proposal. GMs are always tinkering, looking for ways to improve a team. In this case, the player is open to trying something new for the good of the club. A recent position change has this player reassessing his developmental goals. An all-star is queried by his agent about a major change. It's no surprise. This representative is he'll look for options. A player is encouraged to keep developing his complementary skills.
From the Bronx, Francis Martes gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
Polanco is there, makes the catch on the side. Digging in now, Billy Bubba comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball that time, not even close.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
Acosta over at second. Stevenson on at first with nobody out. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Hit in the air out toward left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in the switch hitter, Jamal Wiggins. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jamal Wiggins.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in to second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. Leading off the inning, Billy Bubba, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning. I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that.
Now the Red Sox DH, Jamal Wiggins, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jonathan Mosley. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And they can't even get one on the play as the squeeze works to perfection that time. So credit him with an RBI as he really caught him. Striding in for Boston, Dean DeBro.
Second baseman, Dean DeBro.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Pulls this one into right. But a little unlucky there as it's hit right to. So striding forward now, Billy Bubba. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
2-2 now. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. The 2-2 one more time. Got him. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Now the 2-1. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave 1. They're still in command, however. It's 11-3. Now batting, Billy Bubba. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Man, I know this feeling, how frustrated this hitter is right now. We used to have a saying in the dugout, don't be that guy. When everybody's getting hits, don't be the guy that takes the offer. But you got to zone up. You can't be chasing.
And a swing and a miss, as they definitely had him reaching for that one. And this ball game is over. 11-8, the final score in this ball game. Tuesday night. Into the box, Billy Bubba. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction. All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's take a look at one of the most...
Stepping in, Billy Bubba. 0-for-1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
At the plate, Marco Castro. And he'll step off. Runner goes for third, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch inside, the throw. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. Digging in and looking for more, Billy Bubba. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Oh, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
The catcher, number 35.
Standing in, Marco Castro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the 0-1. Runner goes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fink is under it, and that retires the side. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Billy Bubba. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A called strike on the inside corner.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Judge on at first, nobody out. And On 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Billy Bubba becomes the...
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark.
About set for baseball. Stepping up now, Billy Bubba. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch on its way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home. This would be huge for this team.
Runner going a second time. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Full count, 3-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Polanco is there, 2 down. Stepping up to the plate, Billy Bubba, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. And he's retired, 1 away. Striding forward now for the Sox, Jim Macbeth, as he'll bat with the bases full and 2 men out. Now the payoff pitch home. On the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready now, Billy Bubba. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. Missed with a slider. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Brandeno is off of first with 2 away. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Here's big Aaron Judge. Grounded down the third baseline. Devers fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by. Next up for the Red Sox, Gregory Polanco.
The right fielder, number 33, Gregory.
side. Defense aligned perfectly. Back. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his third hit of the afternoon. Now at the plate, Billy Bubba, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together. Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive. He's got it. The second for one. It's late. He's safe. Ready for another shot now, Aaron Judge. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here...
And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take...
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play. And striding in once again, Blake Swihart. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Slowly to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready for another chance, Billy Bubba.
First baseman, Billy Bubba.
First pitch coming, here it is. Started that swing a bit too early.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
The 0-1 pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
The 1-2 is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get...
A manager exhorts his team regarding a deficient area of production. A coach draws a player's attention to an area of possible development. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player's agent calls to touch base. The player is not content with the way he's being used. An all-star player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A manager checks in with his ball club. An agent calls his client with an update.
A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, Francis Martes will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this is a bad one. How about this guy on the year as a starting pitcher? Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something or he won't be pitching very long in this league.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say, sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a...
Digging in to try it again, Billy Bubba. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Now the 2-0. Skied into straightaway right. Esquivel is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Austin. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit towards first. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Spencer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Spencer.
A bullet to first base. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double. Digging in once again, Billy Bubba. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Billy Bubba.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
It's 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. Popped him up. Austin is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Mets out in front, 6-1. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Billy Bubba.
Billy Bubba.
Here comes the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rio Ruiz to the plate now. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Oh, 2, here it comes. To third, this could be 2. Fielded cleanly. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play. And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The New York Mets took the lead in the 2nd inning. Rain falling here in the tri-state area as we close in on game time at Yankee Stadium. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the New York Mets. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Billy Bubba. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this team is playing well right now, and they got their ace on the mound. This guy has unbelievable stuff, and I can't underestimate the fact that this is a day.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Billy Bubba. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
No balls and 1 strike. And he falls behind 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here now the 2-2. Ripped down the first base line. To his left, Austin. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. All in all, 10 men come to. A look there at the most. Ready once again, Billy Bubba. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Here it comes on 0-2. And another foul ball. Base is empty here with nobody out. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners. This game is too close to get greedy.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Next for New York, Billy Bubba. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And that misses for ball 1. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Dribbled to the right side. That's a foul ball. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Brian Anderson. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Called strike 2. Runners on the move for second. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. Bubba rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Billy Bubba, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
In now is the Yankees DH, Brian Anderson. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. From the belt, the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kemp waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Yankees forced to settle for 1. 8th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 11-8.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the result sure.
Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national pastime from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today it's the third and final game in this three-game interleague. Digging in, Billy Bubba. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the third game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Digging in, the switch hitter, Michael Spencer. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Michael Spencer.
Hard on the ground to first. To his right, Bubba. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 3-2 pitch. Taylor made to short, 6. He's got it. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Digging in for his second at-bat, Billy Bubba comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Two 2-0 now.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Now the 2-1 pitch. Flares this one over toward first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Next up for New York, Tyler Austin. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. Now to the plate, the Mets DH, Michael Spencer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Spencer.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bubba has a play. 2 gone. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Billy Bubba. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard. But you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive. This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
The 2-0 on the way. 2 balls and a strike to count. Missed with a slider.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
The 3-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Esquivel is there, 1 away. Striding in, Billy Bubba. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Billy Bubba.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation to pull a string on that changeup. He knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Struck him out, so he's second.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
6-3, the final score today. The Metropolitans wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Sergio Becerra claims the win out of the pen, his first. Josh Hader closes the door for the save, his 17th on the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Flezak, and our entire crew.
A player is addressed about a troubling trend in his plate performance of late. A hitter lacking patience and discipline will be easily exposed by major league pitching. A coach hopes to help his player get more out of his plate appearances. A manager gooses his team about a lackluster area of performance. A player receives an unexpected call. It's his former high school coach, who was an important mentor and advisor to him in his teen years. Most high achievers have, in their past, an important someone who first believed in them.